But before we get to any of these great guests, I want to start out by today's show by making sure all of you watching right now can hear me. I'm sure this sounds a little crazy, but often the last person to realize their hearing may be suffering a little bit is the individual themselves. And join us this morning to help break down some of the stigmas of hearing loss is Dr. Jill Bernstein from Hearing Evaluation Services of Buffalo. Dr. Jill Bernstein, thanks for being here and Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Now, over the past 9 months, people have been doing Zoom meetings and talking on the telephone more so than years past. Some people may have realized they're having trouble hearing as well as they used to do. So small signs like that shouldn't be ignored, should they?
They should definitely not be ignored. We have a lot of research now that shows that even a mild, untreated hearing loss in the long term can double the risk of someone developing dementia. So even though you might not think that it has a big impact, it actually really does. So it's always better to catch it early rather than later.
Now, the importance of maintaining hearing health, what does that actually mean, and how do the doctors and staff at Hearing Evaluation Services of Buffalo help their patients with all of their hearing needs and maintaining that health?
Well, the most important thing is, whether you have trouble hearing or not, is getting a baseline hearing test at 50, and then based on that, getting them subsequently at the recommendation of your audiologist. Routinely, we recommend about every 2 years if you do have hearing loss for having it rechecked. Because if you have hearing loss and we're treating that with hearing aids, we want to make sure that as your hearing may change, that we keep your programming up to date so that you're always hearing the best that you can. And we just make sure that your routine maintenance is taken care of and your routine hearing tests as well.
Yeah, and we see some of the images there. When people think about hearing aids, I think we think of the big, skin-colored, blocky ones that, goes off, Grandpa's batteries off there. But they're completely different now, aren't they?
Yeah, it's not the beige banana, as we used to call it. They're usually invisible, and we even have something that's very unique called Lyric, which is an extended wear device, which is completely invisible. And they're much more integrated into our lifestyles these days. No more of the whistling noise that you might have heard. You won't see people, adjusting like that. They are literally like little microcomputers on each ear. It's pretty amazing what they're capable of.
And you have a program to help people with financing. They can lease hearing aids now, can't they?
Yeah, there's so many great options now, and we're one of the few places in the country that offers a unique option of leasing hearing aids. And this is great because hearing aid technology, like everything else, changes fairly rapidly, and changes are designed to help you hear better. So you don't want to get left behind and not be achieving the best results you can. So we now have a leasing program that covers you for 4 years for the lease. Everything is included, but if there's new technology, you can actually upgrade even after 3 years. So it's a really great option for people who want to make sure they're always getting the best help that they can get.
And I know your offices have done all the protocols for patient safety, staff safety, but you also have a seminar coming up, a virtual seminar on January 27th at noon. People can join the seminar online. Tell us more about this.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, we've always followed universal precautions, but we have a lot more steps in place, like all medical offices, to make sure everyone is safe. And one of those is, instead of having a live seminar, we're doing a virtual seminar, and we're going to have it on January 27th at noon. People can sign up for it just by going to our website. And the idea of leasing hearing aids and buying hearing aids and all of those things can be a little bit intimidating for people. So it's going to talk about all the different options to acquire hearing aids. It might be insurance, it might be leasing, it might be purchasing, it might be financing. We'll go through all the details and answer any questions that people have in a really safe, non-intimidating environment.
All right, great stuff. Thanks for the information. Hearing Evaluation Services of Buffalo has office locations in Amherst, Williamsville, Orchard Park, and Tonawanda. To find out more about all the hearing services they provide, head to their website at hesofbuffalo.org. You can also give them a call at 833-4488. Remember, their online seminar discussing their leasing program will be on January 27th at noon. You can register at hesofbuffalo.org/seminar. Now, coming up next, are you one of the many who have lost power at your house for a period of time over the past year? Well, Home Power Systems will be joining us with solutions for all of your home electrical needs when we continue. Stay with us.
This segment of Western New York Living was sponsored by the following: